for 4 and 5, both with a company, finally in the city near me, because all these other shows I've done and all my university has been in the next city over a half hour away, and I'm getting sick of it. At least I was. It's not much to do with it now. Because for those first 2 shows, for example, my classes in my first semester were Monday through Thursday, 1 to 3:50 p.m., or so like 1 to 4, and then rehearsal for Peter and the Starcatcher would be at, damn it. Peter and the Starcatcher rehearsals would be at like 7 to 10. So it's like, okay, so you're done class at 4, you got like a 3-hour lull, kind of sit around in Abbotsford, or, well, the city anyways that school is in, you know, sit there for half an hour, or 3 hours, and then go to rehearsal, and that was kind of grating, because, you know, I'd be gone from 1 to 10 pretty much every day, more like 1 to 11, and it got worse when it came to, Doubt, because I would be, I just have to comment quick, this is a wonderful aesthetic and song again. I think this song's actually familiar. Anyways, yeah, Doubt got worse. Well, Doubt didn't. We tried to arrange Doubt rehearsals earlier, but it didn't always work out that way. A lot of times we'd be starting at, I think the latest we ever started was 6, but sometimes it was 4. But the thing is, my classes were now 10 to 12:50 by, like, no help of my own, really. So now I'm waiting from, 1 p.m. to sometimes 6 p.m. in that city. By the end of it, I just said, screw it. Swallowed the gas money and drove home for those like 6 hours or 5 hours or whatever it was. But I've been doing that all year. Those 2 shows bled right into each other. Peter and the Starcatcher ended, and also those are coming out of the trunk. That's cool. Peter and the Starcatcher ended like on a Saturday night, and the next Monday I was in a production meeting and rehearsal for Doubt. So it was that entire first fall semester and half of winter semester. So by the time that was over, because think about that, I was leaving at like 9 a.m. probably to get to school, because I'm always early to everything, and then getting home by 9 p.m., sometimes 10 p.m., sometimes 11 when shows were running. So it was like 13, 14-hour days, man, that I've been running all this year. I have not had a whole lot of free time, but I've been doing what I love at the same time. At the same time, I feel like I get to the rehearsal halls now, and I'm happy, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but I just have no energy left. That beforehand, I'm just like, man, I kind of wish I didn't have to go, and I think it's just a bit of being burnt out for this year at this point. Those look like spikes. I think they are spikes. And we have some really... Okay, I think I'm willing to take the hit. It is, in fact, that is the case, and that's 4 for this level. What is this from? Oh, Final Fantasy VII? Right? It's those, yeah, those rando dudes that were like an enemy of yours throughout the game. It's like, I know this sounds familiar. I kind of like that wall breaking of like, it's a Nintendo game, or, you know, a Nintendo hack, but fuck it, it's gonna have some Final Fantasy VII music in it. Why not? I think it's Final Fantasy VII. I always feel really dumb when I guess those wrong and someone tells me what it actually is, and I'm like, yep, you're absolutely right, and I feel like an idiot now. Gotta say though, I like to think I'm pretty okay at platformers, especially Mario ones. But yeah, not a lot of death going around in this so far, and I'm happy for that, because as you guys notice, I get frustrated when things, when I don't do as well with these games. Particularly when I'm recording, and I've never quite figured out why, because I'm just like, oh, well, I think it's because then there's not really progress being shown in the recording. But I mean, go back to the way I originally watched Let's Plays like Proton John and stuff. That's the way it was, man. Like, there was no cuts, really, not often, so. Yeah! Donkey Kong music! I like it! It's, okay, I'm just gonna bounce on your back there real quick. You might want to contact the doctor. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why? Why? Okay. All that for a coin, once again. The amount of times that's gonna happen. Screw you, spider. Dude. Ow! Fun fact, favorite world from Donkey Kong Country, right here. This whole tree theme. And we even got the same look. I love it. I want to enjoy this for a second. I like game music, man. Game music is wonderful. Speaking of like school, oh god, those beetles are throwing spears. Anyone ever noticed that it's like one of the best things to study to is just like soothing video game music? That might just be me, but I find if I'm listening to actual songs, which I do have a lot of and love a lot of, but the thing is there, what I find there is it's lyric focus, and because like whenever I'm listening to music in the car or whatever, it's like, oh, I know all the lyrics to like all 500 of my songs pretty much. I'm gonna friggin' sing along to it. So it's like just the fact that the lyrics are there are distracting, but the fact that like I know all the words too is also distracting from trying to study something like psychology, say, or even just lines or whatever. So often what I do is I put on video game music. A lot of my go-tos are actually a lot of things I haven't played, like Sonic CD music. The first time I tried doing that by my buddy Garrett's suggestion, it was like, he's like, yeah, I listen to the Sonic CD soundtrack because it's really good for studying or something. I'm like, oh, okay. And yeah, I listened to it and I was like, yep, this is pretty nice. I like this. This is good study music. That's like my go-to. The other one, other than that, is another game I haven't played a lot of, but Pokemon Coliseum Battle Theme is wonderful. Quarters of Time is another go-to. There's like a video I found on YouTube that's like soothing music from the Donkey Kong Country series, and it's got, you know, like obviously aquatic ambience. It's got a lot of Donkey Kong Country 3 music too, which I can really appreciate as having that be my favorite game in the series. And then obviously it goes into even the new games. Ooh, hello Key, you are behind a tree. That rhymes. And now you are free to see. Oh god, I'm not gonna try and keep this up. Where? Okay, I don't think I passed it already, did I? Probably not. I don't remember seeing it. At least I'm always timing that jump off. I don't know why. It seems like those guys are trying to throw their spears at me when I'm below them, but... ooh. Do we have... Okay, so we probably have a P-switch. Yes! Aha! Ah! Gotta go quick. Oh, I could have got the Yoshi coin. I guess I didn't get the other one, though. So, no big deal. So, that's secret exit. My, God, there's another secret exit off. That's secret exit. Am I missing any secret exits? I'm gonna try and get all the, exits in this, but no promises. Looks like we're doing good on secret exits. Other than that one in the first world, which I, know I couldn't really figure out before, excuse me. Verdant Forest. God, my hoodie's getting warm again. I swear, I gummed to my computer, and I'm cold. And then I'm no longer cold, and I have to take my hoodie off through playing games. I don't know if this lets me save constantly, does it? It's usually only at castles. Well, I guess we'll see after we beat the next level. Lush Lakeside. Ooh. Some nice upbeat music here again. Oh, I guess these... I'm allergic to good music. I'm allergic to good music. What is this? It's good. Oh, fish don't die to fire. Ah, they're strong to fire! Okay. Swim, swim, Mario! Okay. This sounds like it would be something from like a Zelda game, I want to say, but confession time, don't play a lot of Zelda. He says while playing Breath of the Wild right now. Wii U version. Because I think I saw the best post about it back in the day. It was like, I think it was Attack and Toucans posted a thing, and it was like, I just got myself Breath of the Wild, the broke-ass college kids edition, and it was the Wii U version. I'm like, yep, irrelevant. And that's pretty much what I ended up doing too. It's funny, because I haven't played a lot of Zelda games in my life. B, haven't played a lot of open world games in my life. Played about 13 hours of Fallout 3, I think, and loved it, but, you know, video game ADD happened. Of course. It doesn't matter how good the game is. It really doesn't. Unless it's like, there's been few instances where the game is just so bloody fantastic, and I'm just in that kind of mood, like Final Fantasy VII on a spring break in grade 10, that I power through the entire thing in that spring break. And that's a bit different. And it's the best way to be, because then you're invested in the story for the entire time, and you're not forgetting what's going on. Unlike Final Fantasy IX right now with Garrett, where like 2 weeks will go by before we play it sometimes. Sometimes we'll play it 2 days in a row, though, like today and yesterday. So yeah, obviously I'm playing a lot at the moment. But I have the time to do that now, as well. I felt like those might be a hint. But yeah, Breath of the Wild really intrigued me when I... Like, not even all of the original hype, but like when it came out, I was like... Yep, this looks like something I want to play, and I've always kind of wanted to get into more Zelda games. I did play Ocarina of Time, 3D when I got my 3DS, because it was one of the only things out. Enjoyed that, of course. Didn't finish it. You know, whatever's after the Water Temple. I know I stopped playing on the Water Temple for the longest time, then I did beat it, and then I didn't come back to it again, because video game ADD. But yeah, no, Breath of the Wild's been an absolute blast of just relaxation. It really is. It is such a relaxing thing to play. And I mean, that's probably not always going to hold true because of combat moments and stuff, but for the amount of combat moments versus they're like relaxation, exploring, fucking walking simulator kind of things going on, like, it's a really nice balance. It's nice to have those kind of like things going on with fights, and then suddenly you're just walking around and exploring for a long time, figuring out where you're going to go, and it's just all open to you, and I love it. It's great. I bought it last year, and video game ADD happened after I took a trip to my buddies while I was working a job. And I played it at his place for like 5 hours. God, well, that helps that, I guess. And I never picked it up again. And a year went by, and it's now pretty much a year since it came out, and I'm picking it up again. This time, I'm really trying to get into it. I'm trying to hold myself to it. I've done that many times where I'm like, yep, gonna hold myself to something, and here's hoping, because I actually came across a hardcover, like, gold edition game guide for it and its DLC. I bought the DLC and all that, too. I really like that whole, like, Pathfinder or whatever update that has, like, shows you everywhere you've ever walked for, like, 200 hours. It's really nice to know where you haven't been and stuff that way. Oh, God. Okay, so we need to get the regular exit this time. Ooh, let me get this music again. Excellent. That goes straight to Fireflower. I like it. But yeah, I don't know. It's been an absolute blast to play. But again, I don't know. I did not feel like playing it, as weird as that sounds. I feel like doing what I want to